You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking Pusha T. He just called in and we played his diss record, and we're asking, what do you think of the record? Charlamagne.
I think the record is dope. I think that the series is now 2-1. The reason I got to say it's 2-1 because to me, Drake in Blackface, which is the cover of that record, it mixed the line from Infrared, so I don't tap dance for the crackers and sing Mammy, the hardest bar, this lyrical warfare so far. And I just need to know why that man was wearing blackface. You know, for you kids who don't know what blackface is, it's the makeup used by a non-black performer playing a black role. And that same energy you all have for white people at Halloween or those college kids who be doing that for whatever reason, y'all have to have that same energy for your favorite rapper, Drake. And I want to know why he had on blackface and why he thought that was okay. And I think that Drake shouldn't be allowed to say the N-word until further notice.
Well, the thing is about it is Drake doesn't do interviews, so, I mean, he doesn't have to answer. But I'm with you. I want to know we have some questions, and we need some answers. But as far as the diss record is concerned, I think Pusha T planned this. He is a thinker. I'm sure he had this in the cut for maybe a year or so.
Very disrespectful.
And it sounds like he has something else in the cut, too.
Absolutely.
He's ready for, in case Drake has something to say, for him to respond yet again.
If I was one of Aubrey's advisors, I would advise Drake to tap out. And the reason I would advise him to tap out is because it's really not worth it to Drake. Like, Drake is not willing to take it where Pusha T is willing to take it. And you never go to war with someone who gives a F less than you. If I was Drake, I would really tap into my white side and just say Terrence went too far.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, multiple sclerosis is something that I take serious and shouldn't be rapped about or taken lightly. Nah. So I've decided to be the bigger person to end this. And I'm not sleeping on Drake at all, by the way.
He can't tap out.
But I just don't see the angle he comes back with.
I mean, that's the best thing about it. I mean, if you really go back and look at the real battles of hip-hop, whether it was Jay-Z and Nas or it was Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss, there was rounds, and these rounds went for a while, and it was all entertaining and good music.
Well, they've been doing this for the past decade, so it's been a lot of rounds. But the most recent rounds, it's been 3. It's 2-1 right now. And
it is.
See, I don't think Drake has anything on Pusha T. That's why majority of Duppy was about Kanye. Because what are you going to say? Oh, Pusha's old. Pusha didn't really sell dope like that. I got more money than you. I sell more records. Boo!
We don't know.
That's weak.
But he's also now made it because of what Pusha T said in the song, to stop talking about Kanye. So he's kind of made it so Drake can't really.
Drake can't rap about Ye. That whole freestyle, that whole song Pusha just did is all bars about Drake and things concerning Drake.
Well, a little bit outside of Drake, yeah.
Duppy isn't that, but it's all things concerning Drake.
40 was a little.
That's Drake.
That's 40. But I'm not mad at Pusha for doing that, because once you mention my wife, my fiance, gloves are off, I'm going at anything.
Yeah, and that's why I say I just don't see the angle that Drake comes back with. I think the best thing for him to do is just tap out, because his whole album rollout right now is going to be about the baby. He may not be ready to talk about that. It's going to be about him wearing blackface and having conversations about race that he may not be ready to talk about. So just tap out. Your album don't come out to the 22nd. That's a long time from now. People will move on from the topic and keep it moving.
No, they not. Amanda.
Yes.
Good morning. What did you think about the Pusha T record?
I think that, the fiance baby mom thing is fair game, but I think the 40 thing was I turned it off after that.
Why though?
I don't think, because you're talking about somebody dying and the MS, I just don't think that was appropriate. I think it was way too far.
That one part did make me wince when I heard it.
Now,
I'm not going to lie. I did go, ooh.
I thought about it,
I turned it off right away.
It was clever.
But Pusha didn't say he wants 40 to die. He didn't wish death on 40. All he simply said was 40 is hunched over the producer board.
Right.
How much time does he have left?
666.
Which can count for all of us, by the way. None of us really know how much time we got left. And then he said the man is 666. That's all factual.
It was a stab.
And you know
He
what?
wasn't saying it polite.
I will say this, and 40 did say something on Twitter, and he didn't seem upset. He just said today is National Multiple Sclerosis Day.
So we're talking about multiple sclerosis this morning. So salute to Pusha T for doing that good service.
Stop it.
That was a PSA that we didn't know we needed.
But
we got it.
All right. Greg, good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. I was just listening to the track while I was going on. Listen, I am so excited that Pusha T responded, because I was getting sad. I'm like, please don't let this be a Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma situation or another Meek Mill and Drake situation. I'm like, please respond, Pusha. Please respond.
Please.
Yeah, but y'all act
respond.
like Drake didn't reply to Pusha, though. That's what we keep forgetting in this whole situation.
I know he replied. And everybody was talking all this junk like, oh, Pusha going to take forever. Pusha not going to reply.
I know
and
that.
I'm like, nah, fam, Pusha's about that life. Pusha wants that smoke. I'm like, yes.
He's definitely about that life. Pusha T.
And I saw that diss track. I played it immediately.
You think Pusha T walked around with braids for 20 plus years not to be about that goddamn life? And I'm going to tell y'all something else y'all got to stop doing. Stop disrespecting the veterans, man. Pusha T has been out since 1999. He thrived as a member of the Clips. He thrived as a solo artist. And right now, at 41 years old, he's thriving with a great album, which is Daytona. And he got the biggest rapper in the world right now on the ropes just a little bit. It's 2-1 in the series.
Right. All right. Well, 800-585-1051. We're talking this Pusha T record. Now, shout out to Pusha T. If you don't know, I went to school in Hampton, Virginia, and that's where I actually met Pusha. And there was one time when me and Pusha was on the ropes. Like, we were getting our ass beat up. We were at a club, and we were getting our ass whooped on crazy. Football players, all type of people were whooping our ass. And Pusha started throwing chairs like they were rocks. And he was throwing, it got us out of there. And I was like, Pusha's a fighter. I've never seen him back down.
What that got to do with rap?
I'm just telling you.
God damn, you just wanted to tell your old war story with Pusha T.
I wanted to tell my war
Why don't you
story.
tell the stories about how Pusha's drug money funded your DJ career? Hey, whoa, now. Let's talk about that.
800-585-1051. Let's go back to the Pusha T record. What did you think about it? Call us right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, what do you think about Pusha T's record, man?
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
That's all you saying, huh?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Ain't no more tap dancing. Now you got a boogie, Drake.
Well, I don't know. Drake had on blackface, so he might be doing a lot of tap dancing.
Oh, my goodness.
More than we know.
Gio.
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning. What do you think of Pusha T's record, brother?
Let me tell you something. I'm 43 years old. I'm an old school man. I'm from the hood. Let me tell you, that one is OVER.
Over.
Now, I'm not sleeping on Aubrey.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping on Drake either. I just don't see the angle he comes back with, man. I really think the best thing for Drake to do is just tap out. I really
and
do.
I keep looking at Drake's page to see if he's written anything yet. So far, the last thing he did was just the "I'm upset," and the comments are in shambles
Drake
right now.
I'm telling you, Drake is somewhere in his feelings right freaking out. And that's the problem. Like, you don't want to make an emotional decision. Like, you can't move off emotion. You got to be strategic.
Well, he got to set up home. He got to make sure he got to set up home and make sure he can, if the porn star is his baby mama, he got to make sure that's right because he got to know where he can attack. He got to start, did you ever sleep with Pusha T? He got to go through all those angles to find out what's going on, and then he can return.
Man, y'all worried about the baby mama thing. I don't really care about that. Drake in blackface needs to be addressed, all right? I like that. Like, you got to have the same energy that you have for white people at Halloween or those college kids who be doing the blackface for whatever reason. Y'all have to have that same energy for Drake as y'all have for those people because I want to know why he had on blackface. And until we find that out, Drake shouldn't be allowed to say the N-word until further notice. So that means no night for what the this summer.
Hello, who's this?
What's up, Envy?
Hey, Trav, you back on the line, Trav?
Trav got to weigh in.
Trav, I'm tired of you coming through the back door, bro. This has to stop.
Listen, no, we got to talk about Pusha got the tea because he got all the tea this morning.
He got all the tea.
He does. He definitely does. Pusha has all the tea.
Like, you can't do rumor report no more. We need to start calling Pusha T and just have him spill everything you know about Drake because now I'm interested and I need to know everything about what's going on with Drake. I need to know about this whole black situation.
I get it. Pusha T, like spilling the tea.
Have you heard Pusha's album yet, Trav, Daytona?
Yeah, I've definitely heard it.
What do you think about it?
We need to find out. I need to find out why Drake is in blackface because Lupe Fiasco apparently is saying that there's a actual intention and a different reasoning, and when people find out the real reason behind it, we gonna feel crazy.
And that might be. I heard it was for like a short film and a clothing line or something like that.
I would love to know. You know what I'm saying? I heard it was for a clothing line called Jim Crow Couture.
That sounds crazy.
That was a joke, Charlamagne.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
No, that's not a joke. Go Google it. Jim Crow Couture is by a brand called Two Black Guys from Toronto.
I did see it was for a clothing line called Two. There was supposed to be a short film, something called Two Black Guys.
Yeah, my people from Toronto put me on. It was called Jim Crow Couture. It's a real thing. It's got a website and everything.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look into that because they saying something about it's like a short film, but we need an explanation. Forget Scorpion album, push that to the side, and drop an explanation. Forget a diss track.
See what I mean? This is exactly why he should tap out. His album comes out June 22nd. The whole album rollout is going to be about the baby. He may not be ready to talk about that. That may be an uncomfortable thing for him. They're going to be asking him about blackface, and that's going to lead into conversations about race that Drake may not be ready to have.
And you're right. Pusha T, that infrared was a jab. That was, I'm going to swing. I know you're going to swing back. And when you swing back, I'm going to hit you with this right hand and knock your ass down. That was well calculated, Pusha.
And Pusha has a lot more, man. Like, listen, I'm not sleeping on Drake at all. All I'm simply saying is, I don't think Drake has anything on Pusha T. That's why majority of Duppy was about Kanye. Like, you already said it. Oh, he's old. Pusha's old. Pusha didn't really sell dope like that. I got more money than him. I sell more records than him. You had on blackface, bruh. Let's talk about that.
Well, let's see what happens. I'm interested to see what is Drake's next move. What would you advise?
I would advise him to tap out. I'm
tap
telling
out.
you, because he don't give a F less than Pusha T does, okay?
911, what's your emergency? I know about this drug dealer.
I'm telling you, Drake, now's the time to get real white. Now's the time to tap into your white side. Terrence went too far. Multiple sclerosis is something that I take serious and shouldn't be rapped about. Hi, my name is Aubrey Graham, and I think Terrence went too far. Multiple sclerosis is something that I take serious and shouldn't be rapped
Well,
about.
good, and we would not
lightly.
have known it was World MS Day, so we have brought attention. It's World MS Day today.
It is World MS Day. Salute to everybody out there with multiple sclerosis. I don't know what else to say. I'm praying for y'all.
All right. Yeah, we got rumors coming up.
Well, let's
Can I
discuss.
get a moral of the story?
I thought
okay.
that was the moral of the story.
No, the moral of the story is never go to war with somebody who gives a F less than you do. Okay? I don't think Drake has enough beige rage in him, but we gonna see.
I mean, Drake at this point, he might as well just 911. He might as well drop a dime on him. Like that's it. Like, hey, I know a drug dealer. He got mad. Like, what? Can you tell? Can you tell on somebody like that? Is that too far removed?
Depends, man. Listen, like I always say, Drake might not give a F. Never go to war with somebody who gives a F less than you. So if Drake gives a F that much, to where he will call the police.
I'm just joking. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. I'm just joking.
I know about some bricks.
I know about some bricks.
I know about some bricks.
He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.